Hey guys, welcome back to the Mr. Global channel. Today I'm going to talk about something that's more and more concerning, and that is these deep fake videos and AI and the quality of them. And the reason, one, that I want to talk about them, and two, that I'm becoming more and more concerned with them is because people in this country are becoming more and more susceptible to believing things that are obviously fake. And lies that are obviously lies. And if we have tens of millions of people in this country that will immediately believe an obvious lie from a politician, then what's going to happen when these deep fakes, which are already getting unbelievably good, when these deep fakes first came out and these AI videos first came out, you could look at one and easily tell that it was fake. The sound was bad, didn't match the movement of the lips, the video quality wasn't that great. Now they're introducing AI actors and actresses. They've gotten so good that they're going to start implementing them in movies. So what's going to happen when the video you watch of a world leader declaring a war or apologizing for corruption or even announcing policy is completely fake and almost everyone believes it? The videos are becoming so realistic that it's getting harder and harder to tell. Now, I spend a lot of time on the internet. I spend a lot of time watching video and doing research, and so I can still easily spot an AI video. But there's been a couple of them where it took me a minute. But in politics, that is a recipe for disaster and chaos. And it kind of occurred to me that, I was somewhat concerned about this a couple of years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. And the more I think about it, and the more ridiculous things that I see people believing these days, like, we're cooked. We are so cooked when these things start rolling out. In an era where social media, can spread clips faster than fact checkers can catch them. And will it even matter if the fact checkers catch them? No one believes fact checkers anymore. We're talking about the weaponization of misinformation in ways we've never seen before. And honestly, it's kind of scary. We've already seen a few examples of this. There was a fake video. I haven't seen this video, but I read about it. There was a fake video of Zelensky telling Ukrainian soldiers to surrender. And apparently it was very good. There has been AI generated content of, U.S. politicians and candidates endorsing policies that they've never would and have never supported. And it's getting crazy because millions of people apparently saw these clips before platforms could label them as fake. And by then, the damage is already done. As if there's not enough mistrust already. Our electoral process and our elections, all this stuff is supposed to be built on trust. Without trust, we don't have a democracy. And if you don't trust the information you consume, then do you really have a democracy then? We're talking about disinformation at a scale that we've never seen that could set off chains of events that are unthinkable. A single really convincing deepfake could go viral and alter how voters respond, even if it's debunked later. But what about a single deepfake that could trigger a regional or global war? And trust me, authoritarian regimes, hostile actors, terrorists, they're going to be using these against us and against other countries. They're going to use them to meddle in our elections. They're going to use them to destabilize our society. They're going to use them to spread chaos through our country. And they'll never have to fire a single shot. And what we really need is governments and tech companies to act on this quickly. We need watermarking on AI content. We need AI detection tools. And honestly, we need policy. We need policy about whether they should be banned outright. I personally think they should. They will discuss policy, around banning them as they concern elections. I think they should be banned altogether, regardless. And the problem is technology moves much faster than regulation. And a 24-hour delay in identifying a deep fake can do serious damage. So the real question is, how do we protect ourselves? How do you protect yourself? That's why it's very important that if you follow people online, that you kind of stick with those people. If you're not going to see a deep fake of me on my channel, you know what I mean? Whoever you follow, news people, politicians, make sure you're on their channel. That's one thing you can definitely do. But obviously don't believe every video you see online, especially if it seems crazy, if their skin is perfect. Can you guys see the flaws in my skin? Yeah, I'm a human. But this is where it's going to be really critical for people out in society to support independent journalists and the people that they were with before this becomes a much larger thing. And it is going to become a much larger thing. I honestly don't watch a lot of people on social media. I'm too busy creating content to take time to watch a lot of people. But I do have a few that I know I don't have to worry about, Because these things aren't just like a technical gimmick anymore. They're a weapon, a dangerous weapon. And if we're not careful, they can cause a lot of harm. They can redefine the meaning of truth in our democracy. And what's really concerning to me, I'm going to be completely honest, is, and I hate to say this, it's going to sound so negative, it just seems like people in this country believe the dumbest things, and maybe I'm exposed to this too much and I'm not seeing it clearly, maybe, you know, I'm online too much and I'm not it, obviously the people you see online are there for a reason, and a lot of them are just there to be contrarian, and a lot of them believe a lot of crazy stuff. That doesn't mean that's reflective of society. So you have to be. I'm trying to be careful about how I perceive sort of the intelligence level of this country, and it's very difficult to not think we're very stupid here, because that's all I see every day is very stupid people. But those people are the ones that are online, and those are the ones that will be spreading this dangerous misinformation. So, what do you think? Do you think they should be banned outright? I personally do. Should they be allowed for like artistic reasons, for satire? Should they just be banned for protecting politics? Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate all my new followers and subscribers, people that may have come over from Facebook. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys have a great Thursday. Thanks.